Funny story. The reason it's called Celery Pizza is because I had brain fog that day that I was talking about it, and I was just talking too fast. And I was like celery pizzas. And I was like, no, like pieces. I suck at boiled eggs, like so bad. So I got one of these things to like help tell me when the eggs are completely boiled hard. And it's starting to split. So it looks a little weird. I sleepwalk and sleep talk and have whole conversations with my eyes open. And people don't know if I'm awake or not. And then they'll ask me about it the next day. And I'm like, yeah, sorry, I have no recollection of it. My friend and I were just talking about how your brain is literally your worst enemy. Thanks for hanging out with me. Gets a little chaotic. Hey guys, this is going to be a little chaotic, but I am leaving on Friday to go to South Carolina, and I need to pack all my meals because I'm not going to have time tomorrow because I'm going to be working a full shift. So I'm going to go ahead and start prepping things tonight. If you don't know, I'm on medical keto. It is very strict. So I am planning all of my meals in advance. I'm going to take a lot of stuff with me, and you're going to see me put a bunch of it on the table because my fiance is going to pack it tomorrow while I'm at work, or probably Friday morning. I'm not sure what he's doing, but I have come up with a huge game plan. This is like one of 5 sheets that I did. So I'm going to make some ranch. I'm going to cook some turkey, bacon, and then I'm going to boil some eggs because I'm going to make Cobb salad. And then I like to make this thing called chicken bacon ranch. And it's just chicken, bacon, ranch. And I usually put broccoli with it, or you can put it on a salad, stuff like that. We're going to be taking some steak that we have. And so I'm going to be eating steak and chicken as my 2 main proteins, and then eggs and my mushrooms and everything for breakfast like I do every single morning. And I am still allotted a snack tonight, so we're going to make that as well. I like to call it Celery Pizza. Funny story. The reason it's called Celery Pizza is because I had brain fog that day that I was talking about it, and I was just talking too fast. And I was like celery pizzas. And I was like, no, like pieces. And I'm like, you know what? That's funny. I'm going to keep calling it celery pizza, even though it has nothing to do with pizza at all. And because I like to snack, even though I'm in a severe calorie deficit. We're not going to talk about calories in this video because calories do not matter in medical keto in general. A lot of diets. Let's get away from diet culture and stop counting calories. Like, you want to count your macros and stuff. I am in a calorie deficit. I am very strict, low carb. In fact, I can only have 30 to 40 carbs a day. I try to stay under that 30, but if I bump up, you know what? It's life. I'm not going to regret eating food that my body needs. Am I going crazy with it? No. That being said, I'm making dessert. So I do plan 3 meals a day and then 2 snacks. One of those snacks can be dessert related. One of them is usually like a fat bomb. So like my fat bomb tonight is the celery pizza. So yeah, actually let's go ahead and get that started because I have to test my blood in a couple of hours, and I have to stop eating 2 to 3 hours before I test my blood. So let's work on that. This video is definitely going to be a bunch of, I'm just grabbing it out of the fridge and making it work tonight. I do have these out. I'm trying to let them soften just a little bit. I'm going to use half of each one. So that is what it is. I weigh everything, every single gram. I am learning grams in like the whole metric system because I'm American. We don't use the metric system, we use the imperial, but it is much easier on the metric system, I will say. So I'm allowed 2 celery sticks and 1 tablespoon of almond butter. I hate peanut butter and everything peanut, so I do almond butter. I do have fruited versions and stuff like that. So actually it took me a long time to even like almond butter. But when you're stuck in, like I said, I don't want to say like diet culture, but when you're stuck doing the better things for your body, this is a great fat bomb. That's all this is to me. This is the boat that my fat is being delivered in. So I keep my celery in water, and that's not murky water, I promise. It's just foggy water. So I just dry them off really well. And then it is, I think it's 16 grams. So I do switch between ounces and grams depending on what I'm doing, but most of the time I do work in grams. So what I just do is just put a chunk on there. That's 11. That's 12. You can tell I've been doing this for too long now. Normally I can get it like spot on. So I just put it on there first just to have it measured out, and then perfect. And then I'll smear it between the two of them. So this has actually became one of my favorite snacks because it tastes like dessert the way I do it. The only calories or macros from this dessert is from the almond butter. It depends on how much almond butter you're using. Some days when I need more fat, because with keto you have to have a lot of fat. So some days when I need more fat, I'll do more almond butter. Today's macros only allows for the 16 grams, which is normally what it is. And because we weigh everything, we get every single salt, pink salt, because we're fancy. So I like to put the pink salt first usually. We salt everything, which is so strange to me because I've never salted anything. Like, I hate salt. So being on keto is really funny because now I salt everything. I have a little tiny spoon. So this is monk fruit. And what I like to do, so this little tiny spoon, I actually measured it out. 3 of these equals a teaspoon. But what I like to do is generously sprinkle takes so much concentration, is put the monk fruit on my celery. And I'm just aiming for the almond butter so it holds it on a tiny bit more. Like I said, I want this to taste like dessert. Okay, so it's about 2 scoops, so not even a teaspoon. And then with the cinnamon, close your eyes. This is going to get crazy. I put a ton of cinnamon. Now, cinnamon is so good for you. It has so many benefits and everything. I don't know the difference between cinnamons. I'm going to start looking into that. But it just, oh my gosh, 1, it tastes delicious. I put cinnamon on everything. And then 2, between the monk fruit and the cinnamon, like I said, this is straight dessert. So I'm going to chow this down like literally so quick. And then we're going to get into cooking the meals. That's seriously one of my favorite parts, is having my late night snack. It feels so dangerous. So I'm doing eggs. I'm just going to boil them hard. And I suck at boiled eggs, like so bad. So I got one of these things to like help tell me when the eggs are completely boiled hard. And it's starting to split. So it looks a little weird. So I'm going to put this in with the eggs like I always do. And then I suck at peeling them as well. And I heard that if you tap the eggs and then you put them in cold ice water, that it helps. I don't notice a difference. I just really suck at peeling eggs. But anyway, let's get the water and the eggs going. So
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I wasn't talking to you. Do you hear her? She's scared the crap out of me. Okay. 8 eggs, and then we're doing 18 slices of turkey bacon, and I hope I have enough. So I probably need my big pan. Put this little guy in here. And then this is the little thing I was talking about, and I don't know if it makes a difference. So like, you have your egg, the fat bottom and the skinny bottom, and if you gently tap, okay, maybe that one's not gonna do it. Maybe it's the bottom. There you go. Did you hear that? It sounds like it cracks the shell. I promise you it doesn't crack the egg at all. Okay, it's the fat bottom. So fat bottom, and then here, I'll let you hear it again. There. And see, oh, it did crack just the tiniest bit. Normally it doesn't. I'm a little aggressive whacking my egg. But see, no crack. Oh, it already did it. Okay, cool. No crack. Right there. And see, no crack. But yeah, it's a little difference right there. So that's 4 right there. 5, 6. That one's like round. I don't know what the fat bottom to that one is. There we go. How many? That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So one more, right? Yeah. It's like sometimes I think it's sitting in there wrong. That's the fat one. There it goes. So let's put some water on these, baby. And then I also heard if you just put some salt in with them too, that it helps. I'm not using my good salt, some of that salt. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm not really good at eggs. In fact, I don't even really like eating eggs. I just do it because of my diet. Okay, so that is done. Totally forgot I was doing the bacon. Oh, look, I'm going to show you guys this. This is so good. I made this chicken tonight, and I get to eat it tomorrow as well. And this is 4 ounces, but look how good that chicken looks. Telling you, all you need is salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder, which are actually right here. I put these on everything. That's all you need. It makes some banging chicken. All right, so I need 18 slices of bacon. Let's see how many I can actually put on here. I might do them on 9. If I could just do 9 and 9. If you've been here for a while, I always double stack my trays though, because it gets wild in the air fryer. So wild. So I always try to make sure I don't let it fly around in there. And if you see me keep looking this way, it's because I have my work phone over here and I have to make sure that nobody's messaging me, because if they are, I have to respond. But I am technically at work right now. So I'm just trying to multitask. I'm a dispatcher for a very large company, and I get to work from home most of the week. And I love my corporate job. Like, it's a corporate dispatch position. So technically, I work for corporate, and I love my job. I wouldn't change it for the world. I'm so glad. I was so scared to make the change because I was a truck driver for so many years, like 13 years. So I was super scared to just really go into something different. Even though I had been a dispatcher before, and even though I loved working in the office and things like that, because I've also done payroll and stuff like that. But yeah, I was just super scared to make that change, and I'm so glad that I ended up doing it because I actually really love it. And I think some of the scariest things that I've ever done in my life have been the best things I've ever done in my life. Becoming a truck driver was so scary. And then, like, I loved it for the most part. So I guess my advice to you is, if you're scared to do something, but you think it might be a good thing, even though you're scared to do it, just do it. I've never been scared and made a decision that I regretted like that. Big life change, or like buying that car, or moving to that place, or like whatever. Like, you just have to do it. But at the same time, it's totally okay to be scared. That's human nature, right? I didn't even count that. I know that was not 18 pieces. It doesn't take long to cook in the air fryer, as you see, 4 minutes. So let's move on to ranch. Since I have to make 5 servings of ranch, I'm thinking about just sticking it in this container, and hopefully it works out. So I put everything on here. For my recipe, I use mayo and sour cream. This is like the full fat version, and this one obviously has olive oil in it. I am a Kraft girly, so I always get Kraft. And she's almost empty. So I need 20 grams of each one times 5. So I need 100 grams of mayonnaise and sour cream. See if I can do this without making a huge mess. So that's actually like half of it, which is great because I'm almost out. There's 90. Oh, it's 103. Are you serious? Are you serious? That's 94. Okay. So we need less than that, but more than that. Okay. Oh, man. See, this is the part that I was scared of. I'm like, I'm going to make a mess. Okay, that's 99. And that's 103. But yes, every gram counts. That's 100. Every single gram is weighed out. Seriously. Because I want to maximize my grams, and I'm not going to waste it on one little 2 grams of mayonnaise. And then sour cream. This one's almost out too. I haven't eaten like crazy, but I have like more. These were on sale, so I bought a crap ton, to be honest. I think what I should have done was just done like a smaller. Okay. So that is 144, but we know we didn't tear it out. So 96, 95. There we go. Perfect. And we're going to save this, even though it's like basically. Okay. Since these are dairy, let me put these up. And my bacon just got done, so let's go ahead and rotate those out as well. That's not even as cooked as I wanted it. It does seem like the bacon you have in there, the less it cooks. Okay, so to my ranch, I'm going to add dill and parsley. So let's see if we can do this, making a huge mess. Wonder if it would just be easier to dump it. And then parsley, maybe same thing. And then garlic powder and onion salt, or onion powder. I don't know why I call it salt. Okay. And then, oh, it's so beautiful. Did you see that? It's like artwork. Okay. So now what we're going to do is add water. So I'm going to clean up this rim just a little bit. And then I actually filled it up quite a bit. Maybe that's too much water. I don't know. This is my first time making it in bulk like this. But I'm okay with a little runny ranch. And then just shaky shake. Yeah, that's way too watery. Oh, that's fine. We'll just drink it if we have to. All right. That is good to go. And then since I've been making a lot of things homemade, I've been using my stickers a lot more. These are dissolvable stickers, so I can put them on, and then as soon as I go through the wash, they're gone. So we're just going to ranch. And then let's take this lid off real quick. Alexa, what is 421 grams divided by 5?
400.
And I'm going to write 82.4 grams because that's going to be per serving. I am taking my scale with me, and among a lot of other things. So that way I know exactly how much I can have. It is a little watery. I wish I hadn't to put that much water, but that's okay. Live and learn, right? I'm still going to enjoy every bit of this. All right, let's check this bacon. That looks good. Maybe not. Dang, bacon? What's up with you? What is going on? Now we got the eggs going, the turkey going. Okay, let's make dessert now. I'm so excited. I am going to be making lemon cheesecake bites, and it's going to be 12 pieces per bite. So I think what I'm going to do is put them in the muffin pan and then just equal it out that way. So I need a half a cup of coconut oil, 4 tablespoons of butter. So butter. And then here's my little butter dish that I currently have. And I cut up all my butter in just like tablespoon bites. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that with the extra butter. And I just do this so I can just grab them and go. I think you can buy some that's already like this, but keep your wrapper. I just leave the wrappers on for no reason. I just do. Laziness, maybe? I can hear this thing popping, so it is done. You sit there. And then I'm just going to do this over here since this thing is hot. Oh, I need to count these. How many did I do? I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay. All right. So let's do 8 more. So I need 10 more. So let's just do 5 and 5. 3, 4, 5. Put those on for 6 minutes. Okay. So I think I need to heat this stuff up. So let's do it in a saucepan. All right. So I need this. Might as well just get all the butter. And then I need 4 ounces of cream cheese. Probably don't need to heat this one up. It just needs to be soft. So in lieu of it's already getting soft, I'm going to go ahead and cut it and then just put the rest of it back in the fridge. So 4 ounces. It's right here. Okay. Let's get a little Tupperware. This will probably be big enough. Perfect. Okay. So it says I need half a cup of coconut oil. I have never made these recipes before either, so we're learning as we go. And if these taste good, I'll put the recipe down in the description. If it doesn't go well, then I'm not going to put you through that. They are not in my macros tonight, and they have to freeze anyways, but I did go ahead and do my macros for tomorrow, and I'll be able to have one and I'll let you know. So tonight we're just prepping everything. That the celery was my last of my macros. So there's no licking or sampling, none of that. Coconut oil is so weird. Does anybody else think that? Like how's it like a solid and a liquid all at the same time? And how's it so slippery soft, but then also have clumps? Life questions here. Life questions. Okay, so half a cup. Okay. Coconut oil, butter, cream cheese, lemon juice, and monk fruit. Okay. So let's warm this up just to melt it all up. Just check on this bacon, since technically it's preheated, is going to cook a little faster. Give it a little spatula. And then I'm probably going to switch that to a bowl. Yeah, because I have to mix it. So let's switch it to a bowl. And what I want to do is tear out this bowl. And when I add everything into it, kind of like I did the ranch, like once I get everything added together, I'm going to see what it is divided by 12. And then I'll know how much to put in each tin so I can have my correct macros and stuff. One's not going to be bigger than the other one. So this right here, go ahead and just scrape the paper. I do love cream cheese, and I love cream cheese with lemon juice. So I already know it's going to taste good. One of my favorite cheesecake recipes is literally cream cheese and lemon juice with a few other secret ingredients. And so, like I said, I already know. I'm going to do a little extra lemon juice because I want it to be like lemony. And you're supposed to put like lemon rind on it, lemon zest on it, but I don't actually have any lemons right now. Okay. Oh, and then it gets monk fruit. So I'm not really sure how much it was supposed to get. Oh, nope, that was a different recipe. I had 2 recipes up here, but I decided on this one. So let's just do 2 teaspoons, and that should be good. Honestly, I've been sugar-free for a month now, and this is not the first time I've gone sugar-free. So I'm not like a sugar fiend like some people. It is extremely hard to quit sugar. And the first time that I did it, it was a struggle. There is no joke about how hard it is to quit sugar. But since it's not my first time and things like that, so what I'm trying to say is I just don't need things really sweet. I don't even like really sweet things. And I've been sugar free for so long, I honestly don't even think about it, to be honest. Okay, so I need 5 more, and I only have 3. Okay, we're gonna have to change the macros around, but that's okay. And this means I don't have any for my breakfast tomorrow. But I was thinking about trying chia pudding again one more time. The only times I've ever done it was with yogurt, and I can't have yogurt right now. It's part of the whole strict keto thing. So I did find a recipe that didn't require yogurt as the base. And I think with that, I would like it better because I didn't like the yogurt part of the chia seeds. So I don't know. We'll see. So I'll see about making chia pudding for the breakfast. Oh, wrong button. I hit seafood instead of bacon. My eggs are almost done, and actually, this is almost done melting as well. Let's let this sit there for a minute and just do its thing. Okay, things are a little chaotic. And I also want to add salt. Okay, it's probably good, right? Okay, I'm just going to keep the scale with it. I know I zeroed it out, but I don't want it to time out because I won't remember what the bowl weight is. So if I keep messing with it, it'll keep active. But if I let it time out and go to sleep, it will erase the weight that I had. Okay, so I'm just going to mix this cream cheese up real quick, and then I'm going to add that liquid. Okay, cool. And see, now I'm having like second thoughts about, was I supposed to melt this? Oh, I think it was the other recipe I was supposed to melt. I was going to do like a chocolate version one. But, oh, I brought this stuff out for the chocolate one too. They're not my macros. I already calculated my macros for the next 5 days. Okay, so we're just going to slowly pour this in. That is so silky smooth. I'll show you. It literally looks like I just whipped. It literally looks like I just whipped coconut oil. Oops. Well, goodbye to those macros. Let's scrape the sides a little bit. That looks good. That looks so creamy. Here, let me show you. That's so creamy. Okay, so leave that right there because I'm gonna have to clean that because it did splash a little bit. That was so chaotic. Okay, so without the spoon, oh geez, I switched. Oh my gosh, I switched units. Okay, 296. Alexa, what is 296 grams divided by 12?
296 grams divided by 12 is approximately 24.6667 grams.
So 20, I already forgot what she said. Alexa, how many grams is 297? Alexa, how many is 297 grams divided by 12? Alexa, 297 grams divided by 12.
297 grams divided by 12 is 24.75 grams.
24.75. You know what? I have these cute little molds. Let's do it. 24.75. So that is the number that we're going for. I totally forgot I even had these. Oh my god. This is going to be amazing. Except it's not going to fit on my pan. So these are bundt cake molds. I love it. Okay. 24.97, right? No, 24.75. So how I plan on doing this part, very carefully, probably would be best if I just did like a scooper. I'm thinking maybe, let's do the 2 tablespoons. And then, what'd you say, 24.75? Okay, I got an idea. Like, how do I do this, right? I've never done this before. I'm trying to figure it out. Figuring it out is what we do. Okay, so we're going to put this on this. We're going to tear it out. Go back to grams, because apparently I keep clicking it. Okay, and then I'm just going to fill it up until it says 24.75. Oh crap, that was way too much. Way too much. So these are going to be tiny. Okay, we're going to make it look pretty when, crap, what am I doing? I won't know. Stick it in there. Okay, we're just going to go with 25 grams, and it's just going to be the best it's going to be, okay? Like my scale doesn't do 75. Okay, so 50 would be the next number. That was way too much. It was 2 grams too much. Okay, that right there. Okay, and then I wonder if it would just be easier to use my little spoon. It like slides right off. I don't even know if you guys can see that. Like that coconut oil in it has made this so slippery. So slippery. Okay, I think the best way to do this now is literally just boom, boom. Yeah. Oh no. Cool. That works. I'm just going to clean the top off real quick. Get the goodness down in there. These and stick them in here. Can we eat it straight out of the freezer like we do cookie dough? Oh my gosh, guys. I have an amazing keto-friendly cookie dough recipe. And one day I'm going to make it for you guys and give you the recipe. It is so good. My keto won't always be this strict. It's just in the adaptation. Is that the right word? In the adapting phase that it's so strict. But my body has officially switched fuel sources. So yay, I'm officially in ketosis. And I don't notice a difference at all. The only thing I notice is I'm never hungry. Like I don't have a lot of cravings and I'm just really not hungry. Mentally sometimes I do get hungry, but physically I don't. So I guess the mental thing would be cravings, but I don't get that a lot. And so that's amazing because when I first started, I was like, man, I'm so hungry. And this is an element. I drink 2 of these a day. The anxiety going on this trip is extreme because I just don't want to crash out. I was having those hyperglycemic crashes, and those are so scary. Like, I can't even imagine people that do this on the regular, like diabetics and stuff, and it's just so scary. So, that's my biggest fear about going on this trip And that's why I wanted to make sure that I have tons of options and I'm not going to feel like I'm missing out because this is also going to be my first time having temptations and I'm going to be with my family and they're so supportive of my journey. So it's like, I know there's not going to be any peer pressure and things like that, but that doesn't mean that they're not going to be eating regular food. And I remember what regular food tastes like. That's my worries. Seriously. So I wanted to make sure I had desserts, which we just made. I'm gonna take them and share them because, like, my mom is also on a health journey and hers is a little bit different. I told her she needs to try keto. I think she would do really well on keto. And my aunt is a diabetic, so like she's always watching her blood sugars and things like that as well. So, yeah, I just think that with everything going on, like I think I would benefit from it. But what another thing I wanted to do tonight is kind of prep things on the table that we're going to be taking. And I'm going to clean up just a little bit as well. But I made a list of everything that I want us to take. So I'm only going to put the stuff out that isn't refrigerated. Let's move over here. Here's my lunch bag for work. So we're just going to leave that right there. So I want to take pickles. Fun fact, pickles are 0 carbs and you can eat as many as you want. Technically, you would have to eat like this whole jar to get a carb. The sodium is high on them though, like that's the only thing. But in keto, you do high sodium anyways. So the almond butter refrigerated. I want to do cinnamon and monk fruit. And the reason I'm putting everything over here is so when my fiance is packing the coolers and things like that, he knows what to bring. Like he's gonna have the list. I'm just trying to help him out. Elements. So I'm gonna do 6 of those. Here's my little drink station. I am going to take a couple of ginger teas just in case I get a wild urge for one. So let's do different flavors. So there's 4, and then let's do 5 and 6. It's a good mix of flavors. And this will allow me 2 a day. I'll be drinking water and stuff like that. But I'm going to take 4 7-Up Zero Sugars. So that's a little naughty. There's no carbs and stuff. Let me see. The only thing it has is 2% of sodium, but 0 calories, 0 fat, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 protein. It's the 7-Up tropical flavors. I'll be at the beach and drinking my little naughty drink. Ooh, let me show you some other good snacks I got. I'm so thirsty. The thirst is real. Okay, so let me show you some other naughty snacks that I got. 0 sugar Jolly Ranchers. Get out of here, right? Okay. Ew, gross, right? No, these things are so good. Like, I can't even tell that there's not sugar in them. And the only thing we have to watch out for is 4 pieces is 5 carbs. But other than that, like, nothing. 35 calories for 4 pieces. But usually I'm just like 1 and done. But during my cravings, like the mentally hungry part, I've noticed that it's more like a hand mouth thing, kind of like smokers quitting smoking, like they just miss like the activity of eating. And if I stay busy, it just bypasses. But if I'm not as busy, I'm like, oh, I want something. I can just throw one of those in my mouth and then I'm good. Another naughty snack I found is 0 sugar beef jerky. I'm not a beef jerky girl, but for the trip, I was like, I want to have something like readily available in case I need it. So I thought this would be fun. The only thing is it has a lot of sodium in it. It has 0 carbs. So it's got a few other things, but yeah, 0 sugar. And it says you can have 1 ounce, which is 28 grams. So that's a couple of pieces probably, but I haven't tried it yet. I've got 2 bags. They're brand new. I haven't opened them. I'm going to take sandwich meat and sliced cheese. That's one of my snacks. And then, oh man, I'm such an old person now. Come here. Let me show you what I have in my fridge. I'm embarrassed to show you. So I'm officially a pill organizer girl. I went from 0 medicines to Prilosec only, and then I started taking the magnesium, and now I am this level. And these are like all vitamins too, but I have quite a few. I'm now taking a multivitamin, vitamin D, vitamin C, iron. It's a long story. My blood came back and it told me a lot, and it explained a lot. So there's a few new things with me. I take a crap ton of vitamins now, and I sweat. I have never sweat before in my whole life. And now, like, I'm sweating just talking to you guys. And it's 73 degrees in here. That's what we keep our AC at. 9 times out of 10, I am wrapped up in a blanket. I'll go more into detail about that. And if you have any questions, ask me and I'll answer it. As long as they're not like super duper personal. But I don't mind talking about most of it. A little bit of it, but most of it. But yeah, I found out so much, and a lot of questions I had are answered now because she took 5 vials of blood and tested for everything. And now I know a lot more than I did. Okay, I'm going to be taking my vitamins with me. I'm going to be taking my medicine bag with me, but I use it every night. It's in the living room. I use it every night, so I'm not going to put that over here just yet. I'm going to take my lemon cheesecake thingies with me. Oh, so I'm going to be making a Cobb salad, but I think I'm going to make it tomorrow. We did prep for those things right now, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do that tomorrow. However, let's go ahead and chop up this bacon because all of this bacon is going to be for Cobb salad or for my chicken bacon ranch. So basically, it just needs to be cut up. My handy dandy. I love these black knives. I got them at Walmart, but I like them because they have the sleeves on them. But I love them most because they're black. I searched high and low for black knives, and those were the ones I found. And the reason I did that was because my silverware is black. Like everything's black in my house. Black, black gray, and like beachy tones, coastal. So I'm just going to chop up this, and then we're going to horribly peel these eggs. They've been sitting in ice water for a while, so they should be all right. But when I tell you I suck at peeling eggs, like, I suck. Zane, baby, I think there's bacon on the floor. You want to sniff? Look, sniff. Look, sniff. I think I dropped some bacon. So I have all the cats over here now. I think you got it. Here, Zeke. Oh my goodness, guys. All right, here. Oh my goodness, I have to get rid of so much bacon. There. I am definitely a all or none type of cat mom. Just in general. It doesn't matter if it's cats or children or whatever. I try to keep everything as even as possible. Now, if you forfeit your snack, that's on you. But yeah, I'm definitely a all or nothing type of person. So that was probably like a gram that I gave them. I'm happy that I'm in keto. I think my body is responding very well to it now, and I think it's going to be good. I can see some difference already. My inflammation has gone down so much. I've lost a couple of pounds, so I'm right at the 50-pound mark total. Some days I have an extra pound or two, some days I don't. It doesn't bother me. The fluctuation is normal. The scale is a tool, right? Like it doesn't know what you're going through, it doesn't know what you did that day or who you are. And so I just use mine as a tool. I do weigh every single day. That's part of my program. But to be honest, even before that, I would weigh almost every day, anyways. But it doesn't bother me when I see the scale moving around. Also, you have water weight. So, how much water did you drink that day? It all makes a huge difference. Let's use this cutting board to help us butcher these eggs. How do you guys peel your eggs? Seriously, tell me. I have to know. I just beat mine up a little bit, and then I try to get under this membrane a little bit, but I don't like force it. And then I just work with it. So this one's working. This one's actually behaving itself. Look at you. Oh, do I need to be peeling these? Yeah, I can, right? Yeah, I could peel these and let them sit in the fridge. I've never done this before. I've never packed eggs for traveling before. That's so crazy. Who am I? See, this is what happens, this part. That's meat right there. I took a whole chunk out. Like, I just cannot get beautiful eggs. Mine literally look like from a serial killer. I don't know. I try, y'all. I try. Each thing is 2 eggs, so I'm not gonna cut them or nothing. Yeah, if you have any tips on not butchering eggs, like this one, I don't want to show y'all. This one is going so bad. I don't even want to show you. Let's just say there's some meat that's in the pan now because I'm just not gonna keep scraping like tiny bits off. I do have water in here, so I do use the water to help keep the shells at bay. I don't want to show y'all. I try so hard. Look, I'm going so slow and so gentle. And like I'm literally taking chunks off. I don't even understand why. Why does this happen to me? Why am I the world's worst? The world's worst egg filler in the whole wide world. Okay, that's what that one looks like. A little Freddy versus Jason happening right there. See if we can do this one better. Oh, the concentration. Okay, there's a little membrane skin, whatever it's called. If I can get underneath it, but not into the meat, then I feel like it does better. But it's like getting to that point is like science. And maybe this is just because I haven't eaten a lot of eggs in my life, and I honestly don't boil eggs very often, hardly ever. I don't have a lot of practice with it. And then when I do try to practice, it turns out like a murder scene. Yeah, I don't know. What's your true crime egg story? Mine is I boiled them and tortured them after I boiled them. But oh, see, okay, look at this side. Ignore the shell at the bottom, but look at this side on. But this side is starting to look like World War III is starting, and I created the man on the egg. Like, not the man on the moon, the man on the egg. Okay, it's getting late. What time is it? Oh, it's 11 o'clock. Dang, it's 11 o'clock. So, actually, I clock out here in a little bit, and I'm gonna go to bed because it's getting silly in here. Oh, that's another thing. I take magnesium to help me sleep, but since being on keto, I find that I'm like ready for bed, right? So I take magnesium because I have insomnia, but apparently keto can help with that. I can see that because I've never been ready for bed before. I don't get tired. I get tired, but I have to take something to really get tired to go to sleep. I've been taking sleeping pills and sleeping aids, like magnesium and stuff, for probably the last 20 years. And not just me, like it's in my family. Like my whole family has problems sleeping and with insomnia. And like my mom and I, we sleepwalk and sleep talk as well. I don't think I sleepwalk as much anymore, but anyways, I definitely sleep talk because apparently I was talking about a mouse this morning. And it's so funny because many people have told me through my life they get a kick out of it when I'm talking because they don't know if I'm awake or not. Because I will sit up in bed, I will get out of bed and have a whole conversation with you and be dead asleep. Like, it's funny. So this morning, apparently, I was talking about a mouse. We had a mouse. I don't know if it was a pet mouse or a rodent, but yeah, I was telling him we had a mouse. So I think that's funny. I think I am hilarious. Secretly, I am hilarious. But yeah, oh, let's not jinx it, but I think this is my best one yet. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, don't get too excited. I literally have one crater, but that's okay. That's better than the other ones. Oh, okay, we're gonna ignore that chunk that I just took out. But the rest of it's looking so good. Look at that! I almost did it, y'all. We're gonna ignore that part, but yay, I did it. Pat on the back. So, I just told y'all a silly fun fact about me. What's a silly fun fact about y'all? If you're even still here, I'm so impressed because you're literally just watching me shell egg. I couldn't even think what it's called. So, yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. This has been fun. maybe a little crazy. Oh no. I try to save the bigger chunks. Like, we're not wasteful. We are wasteful, but we're not trying to be wasteful. Like, that part just came out so easy. I give up on that. I tried. And he was almost perfect. This one was my best one. Okay, last one. We're really going to wrap this up because this is silly. But yeah, tell me like a fun fact about you. I sleepwalk and sleep talk and have whole conversations with my eyes open. And people don't know if I'm awake or not. And then they'll ask me about it the next day. And I'm like, yeah, sorry, I have no recollection of it. You know what we forgot? We forgot to make chia pudding. And you know what also? I forgot to hit record. I walked through this whole thing with you guys just to find out I wasn't even recording. So I made the chia pudding right here. I just did 2 tablespoons of chia seed, and then I did a half cup of almond milk, and then a half cup of heavy whipping cream, and a half teaspoon. Oh, I did a quarter teaspoon. Oh, it was supposed to be a half teaspoon of vanilla, monk fruit cinnamon, and a little bit of salt. So I'm just gonna let this sit for a few minutes and give it another mix to make sure it doesn't. But that is it for tonight. I will check in with you tomorrow because clearly I'm tired of getting brain fog, but it's almost bedtime. So it's okay. I'm gonna start with a ginger turmeric tea because it's about that time. My period's getting ready to start, or it is starting. I'm not really sure. I have PCOS, so it never makes any sense. But I get inflammation when I'm on my period. I always add black pepper to it. In this video, you'll see I have bowls laid out. I'm going to make sugar-free Jello with homemade whipped cream because that is a very low-carb snack that I can eat. I need to grab another container because I split the box into 4, and that's like my portion. I made stuffed Cobb salad, and the way I made it today for lunch in my containers worked out so perfect. So we're going to replicate that in this as well. But first, let's try those desserts, those little cheesecake things that we made last night. Let's try one and see how it is. I'm nervous. I hope they are good. I think they will be. We're going to be optimistic here. So this is what they look like. They're pretty solid. So I don't know if they're like, when you freeze cookie dough, it's not really frozen. So I don't know if it's like that or if it's like legit frozen and I'm going to break my teeth off. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure how this is going to go. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, let's try this. Oh, frozen. Cold. They're a little tangy. I did put extra lemon juice in it. I'll eat them. They are for a benefit. This is a fat snack. I might tweak the recipe if I do it again. I definitely want to try it again. They're not sweet. They're just a little tart. What I want to do is transfer this to a different container so I can take them with us. I'm thinking they might need to go into a glass container. I wonder, like all of my Tupperware is being used. I think I need to buy more Tupperware. Ooh, I could put them in Ziploc bags. Let's do that. Honestly, if you weren't in strict keto, I would say put honey or something in these. I think they would be so much better if they were a little sweeter. I'm just gonna put that one right there. Peel these out. But they're like a semi-solid, right? Like they're solid enough to hold their shape, but they're not like break your teeth solid. Even just that little bit that they've been sitting out here, they're already starting to get squishy around the edges. Oh no, I broke that one. Yeah, we're just gonna put that one back together like it never happened. I do need to eat this though. It's part of my macros today. They're just a little tangy. Like it tastes like tangy cream cheese. That's basically all it is. But oh, look at this one because it was up on the sides. It's funny. Oh, those turned out really good. They're still like holding their shape. The other ones I think melted a little bit because they sit on the counter for a second. So maybe that's the key as well, just kind of and while they're frozen. So I'm worried about them holding their shape. So let me take a picture of this real quick so I can, I'm going to take a picture of this real quick so that I can put them in their bag. Because YouTuber, let's do flash on, be aesthetic. The flash even flash? It's not even flashing. Let's get the Jello started since it has to set. These are the only containers I have. I do not think that this is going to be enough. Like, they just get smaller and smaller at this point. I think I'll do these two. So here's what I'm thinking. I'll show you what I mean and what I'm thinking. So in this container, which is this size, it fits perfectly, right? Like, I have the Jello and the whipped cream on top of it. I mix my whipped cream with cinnamon. You'll see that in a second. But, oh, it tripped on me. This is perfect. This is one serving. So that's this container. I no longer have those containers. This one and one in the dishwasher. The dishwasher is running, so it's basically non-existent right now. So I think this one's a little bit bigger or roughly the same size. But for this one, I think I'm going to have to do Jello in one and whipped cream in the other. I think that's how it's going to work. So let's go ahead. I've got sugar-free Jello in the strawberry flavor. It calls for 2 cups of water. That is boiling water. And then what I do is I just put it in here and then I just pour some in there and then I just get ice water and stick in there. Okay. So then, this tea is not good. I did a video and I was like, everything tastes so gross. And someone was like, oh, your recipes sound so good. I'm like, yeah, they're not. But they're for benefits. Beneficial food here. So let's do the salad real quick. Oh, another thing is, this is going to be a later video. I just want to show you this. I bought a mat to do chocolate, like little chocolate pieces in. My baby cat Zane loves chewing on silicone. So he has completely destroyed this mat. I think this one would still work, and then these 4 still work, but this one's kind of messed up. So I actually ordered more silicone mats, but I think I'm still going to keep this because, like, I can make it work. But yeah, it's fun having cats. It's fun, they say. So I always put my bowl on first to tear out the weight. I don't even know if I have enough lettuce for this. I don't even have lettuce. So changes everything. That was my to-go lunch, and I didn't specify that, and so he had a salad. In that case, I just need lettuce. Everything else is good to go. So I'll put these back up, and we'll just wait on the Jello. In the meantime, I could make the whipping cream. I need 1 cup. 1 cup is 8 ounces. And then to mine, I do a little splash of vanilla, some cinnamon. Gives it this really weird brown look, but it tastes good. And then some monk fruit. 3 of these is 1 teaspoon. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Should be good. Gets a little chaotic when I'm cooking. Move all this so you can see what I'm doing. But I'm sure at this point you guys have seen how to make it. That is hot. It's normally not that hot, and I can usually work with it. Okay, very gently. I'm gonna pour this in here so I don't get it all over my white towel. And just eyeball it. This is where it's gonna throw me off because these are different size containers. Crap, that is really hot. The silicone normally doesn't get that hot. Oh, what's up? Just because I'm recording this, that's all. Oh, that should be about even. There's a lot of Jello left over, so just gonna remix it a little bit. Alright, clean this off my counter. It did splash a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna let these like sit here and chill for a minute. I'm gonna put ice cube in each one. Okay, back to this. I'm gonna use my mixers and just blend it all up, and it will be good to go. Hey guys, so my camera actually died when I was filming this video when I didn't know. Filming late at night gets a little chaotic and I am tired, so I don't actually know some of the stuff going on, like messing up recipes or forgetting to do stuff, the camera dying, things like that. So if you like this chaotic, more relatable type of video, let me know. If you've even stuck around this long, put a heart, like let me know. I would be more than happy to continue filming videos like this. I think they're a little chaotic, but this is actually how I am in real life. There's no hard editing, there's a lot of silliness, there's a lot of chaos, but I want you to feel like you're in the kitchen with me
and I'm just like whipping up a good dessert right now. But yeah, I was just watching this video and I was like, wow, I'm not even really gonna edit it. So I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, give me a heart if you did, and I'll see you in the next video.